Alright, so what's happening, guys, is it's Friday. I'm actually off today. I feel like I said this last time too, but yeah, I'm off today randomly on a Friday because I have a lot of PTO left over since COVID resulted in just like zero desire to take a vacation. So I'm just like placing random PTO days all over my remaining 2020 schedule. So, but I like it. I actually have like a deadline today for my CSS assignment for school. And other than that, I also have another deadline for my interaction design class on Monday. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on that a little bit here as well. But that should not be too bad. This is my to-do list. I'm like obsessed with writing down shit that I need to get done. Like daily preferably, but sometimes I'll do like a block of 3 days if it's like a lot of shit that needs to be covered within a certain time frame. So yeah, today I've got the CSS report, the interaction design thing. I have to read a few chapters in one of my interaction design books, and I also have a vlog on here, which is what I'm doing right now. I've got HIIT cardio today, as well as yoga and abs and stretching. So those are all like technically things that I could do at home except for the HIIT cardio. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into the gym anyway while we still can, because like it's looking a little bit in regards to whether they're gonna shut shit down again here. I don't know what it's like where you guys are, but for us it's been like a pretty intense like last couple of weeks or month, with cases rising and rising on a daily basis. You never know, like the gym might close down again, so I'm just gonna soak up every moment that I get at the gym. All right, I think that I'm ready to submit this, and as it so happens, the deadline is only 15 minutes away. So the assignment for this was just to create a style sheet, which I've done here. It's been a lot of fun, although I wish I had more time because it's definitely not the same as it was in my head. Here's my my mood board that I created for this assignment, and let us just say it's pretty far from what I had in mind, but you know, we live and learn. I kind of really like this website. This is her name. Yeah, this is the website that I was like the most inspired by. I love her little logo here, and I love her portfolio presentation. I would not mind something like this. I also really like this kind of presentation, where you have like two rows, 2 blocks. I would want it to be a little bit more like brighter. Those are my 2 main like sources of inspiration. So clearly I have some ways to go, but this is just my first stab at creating a style guide. So I hope with time I can get better, because I really think this is a lot of fun, both HTML coding and CSS, and I love like watching everything come together. I can't wait to work some more on this and make sure it's all nice and pretty. So I wanted to kind of update anyone who's interested on how my off season is going, because maybe someone's interested, I don't know. So it is now November 20th and I competed on August 8th. So it's been 3.5 months since I competed, and we entered off season rather quickly. I did do a reverse diet, but I was definitely not as strict as one might prefer. I did count my macros, but I did hop off the cardio pretty quickly. I kept training like super heavy, and I did like control my caloric intake, but it was definitely like a pretty quick rise in weight. But now I'm pretty balanced out right now. I'm feeling strong. I don't feel overly like fluffy or anything. Like I kind of like my current look. Pretty soft, but still like get that bicep vein when I'm doing bicep curls, and yeah, I feel strong and thick, if you will. So my stage weight was like 145, and now I'm like 165, so it's not too bad. Pounds. I don't know what it's in kilos. Let me check. So 145 pounds. I have like an app where I can just like translate everything from US values to normal European values. I was 145 pounds, which is 65 kilos on stage, and right now I'm 165 pounds, which is 74 kilos. So I feel like that is pretty decent off-season like weight. It's not gonna be obnoxiously hard to diet down next on season. So I feel pretty happy with where I am presently with my body. As you guys might have known, I was a free agent for a while there after my show because my coaching was prepaid and it expired. And then I was like, well, I don't really know what I want to do, or if I want to renew, or if I want to just try something else or someone else. So I pondered and researched, and yeah, I pondered and researched, and then I decided to go with a new team. They are called Fit Body Fusion, and my coach is Jamie DeBernard. Oh my god, what if I slaughter her name? Jamie. My coach is Jamie. I don't know how to say her last name, okay? But it's like I'm not even gonna try to say her last name. Her name is Jamie, okay? I knew like the moment we talked on the phone that like the vibe is right. That has actually been decided for a while, but I didn't start with them until this week. So from now on, that is the name of the game. So my ultimate goal is to turn pro. That is like the big goal right up here. And then I have like smaller goals down here, such as have visible abs on stage. Like, where were they? Like, I have no idea where they went. Whatever. I've been working so hard on abs, okay? Like, I work on abs every week so hard. Please let me have stage abs, okay? So have abs on stage, win a local show is also here, compete at a national show is also here, place at a national show. By that I mean like if you place top 5, and win a national show, aka pro card. If you guys don't know this, because I did not know this, the way you can earn your pro card is by winning a national level show. And in order to be able to compete at a national level show, you have to place first or second, I think it is, at a local show. Once you compete at a national show, the top 2 girls in the class get their pro card. It's not super easy. It's pretty hard, especially like in big classes. Like bikini has like I don't know, like 40 girls per class. I don't know how many they have, but like it is a lot of girls per class, and everyone works really hard to get there and everyone looks awesome. So it's definitely like a big goal. I compete in wellness, which is not bikini. Wellness is a step above bikini in terms of muscle mass and a step below figure, because in wellness you essentially want your legs and your glutes to be oversized in comparison to your upper body. So conditioning is the same, like your body fat percentage should be the same as bikini, and you just want to have slightly more muscle and definitely a lot more muscle in your legs. So I can throw in a few like examples of very successful wellness girls here, but yeah, so wellness is what I compete in, and wellness is where I hope to turn pro. We have a lot of work to do. We're gonna wait until the 2021 schedule comes out, which should be sometime in January, and then we're gonna pick shows and hopefully select a few national shows to aim for as well as a regional show. I've already done my debut, so I don't really have a debut that I want to do. That's not why I'm doing a local show. I want to do a local show in order to see how I look on stage and to get some last minute judges feedback and to like have a sort of like a warm-up show, because I'm already nationally qualified since I placed second at my debut. I don't think stage practice can hurt, and it'll also give me and my coach a chance to see how to structure my peak week and how well I peak on a certain peaking regime. That is my little off-season update. I'm feeling good and dandy. I love lifting heavy. I love eating at a surplus. I really just am loving life. That's it. I'm just loving life. But I'm also like super excited to compete. This weekend is actually another national show, because they all sort of were like pushed into the end of the year due to COVID. But yeah, today is another national show. It's just so exciting to see everyone like competing and people winning their pro cards, and I can imagine how they feel. They must be so fucking happy. Like, just imagine your biggest goal. Like, picture your biggest goal and then imagine reaching it. Like, it must be like a surreal feeling to have everything you ever wanted. Yeah, so that is that. This morning I ordered a spinning type exercise bike for my house. Very excited about this because it's gonna like totally change the game when it comes to my cardio, because right now like I don't have time to go to the gym in the morning and in the evening, so I just shove everything together. I do really heavy strength training, and I try to get my vacuums and my stretching and my abs in as well. Then I also have to do cardio. Like, it's not the best, I want to say layout, but it's not the word. It's not the best, whatever. It's not the best layout for how you want to structure. It's not the best okay. Not the best structure. Not the best layout. I'm just gonna stick with layout because this is not going anywhere. So preferably I'd like to do my cardio in the morning, then work and eat and all that stuff, and then train at night. I think this bike is gonna be a really big game changer in terms of that, like just making everything work, because as you guys may know, I have a pretty busy schedule, so it's not the easiest to make everything fit. But little steps like this, well, it's a pretty big step, but steps like this will definitely aid in my time management. I think I mentioned what my general daily time frame looks like. So from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. I will get up and either study or have classes. Classes are typically from 10 a.m. to 12 in Sweden, which means 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. here in the US. So most of the time I'll get up and have classes, and then I'll study for an hour after that, and then I'll have breakfast and I'll start work at 7:30 to 8, somewhere there. Then I'll work until 4:30-5, and then I'll walk to the gym, get some steps in, I'll train, and then I'll head back home and just have dinner, relax, unwind for an hour, and then sleep. It's a pretty stacked schedule, and obviously, like, since my school is full-time and my work is full-time, school sort of suffers Monday through Friday, but then I can catch up a lot during Saturday, Sunday. So that's sort of how I've been structuring things, and it's been working quite well so far anyway. We're almost done with the first semester, so it's very exciting. I hope everything is like approved. It's not like, I hope I don't fail classes. How is my English though? Oh my god. How is my English going today? I feel like I managed to keep my structure, A, because of my lists. Really love my lists. And B, because of this thing. This is sort of where I put all the like necessary deadlines and classwork and stuff like that. Also, like, just times I can't forget about, like DEXA scan over there, or PTO here, work tomorrow, and then I have like a bunch of deadlines and classes and stuff like that that I just put on this. So this is like the opposite of recreational. My business calendar, I don't know. And it just stays right here when I can see it. No, right there where I can see it. That is one of my primary calendars, one of them. My second one, and more precise one, is this little baby where I essentially block out time. Pardon my nails, by the way, they are in rehab right now because we had a really bad run with my latest fake nails, so they're recovering from that. So this is where I will block out a bunch of time for work, for studies, and for training. Those three are my primary goals. Like, I want to graduate, I want to do splendidly well at my job because I love my job, I love the company I work for. Just doing well at your job is very, very important to me. Ambition in general is very important to me. So yeah, my goals are to turn pro, be excellent at my job, and to graduate. I do have a bachelor's degree already, and this, like, what I'm studying right now earns me a bachelor's degree, but my interests have shifted a little bit from wanting to work with like sports medicine or like exercise science, and now I'm more interested in creativity and creating stuff in general and design and all that. So that is why I'm studying digital design as a bachelor's degree, and maybe I'll go for my master's later, we'll see. But the point is that I'm widening my horizons and getting additional fields where I can work in the future. My job right now is pretty much, it sort of touches on the things that I study as well, so that's pretty cool. And maybe like in the future when I have my degree and everything, I can apply that in my current company, in the current company that I work for. Yeah. But yeah, these next like upcoming years are pretty much going to be like keep your head down and push forward kind of thing. Like, there's no time where I can stop pushing forward. I have very little downtime, and I love that. Like, I think back to when I was younger and I would have like, let's say, only school or only a summer job. And I would think back to the times where I would just like hang out on the couch for, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours without doing anything, and I'm like that no longer serves me any sort of happiness. I've tried, like when I've had like days where I've been like, okay, today I'm not gonna study, I'm not gonna work, I'm not gonna do anything, like a Sunday where I feel like I've caught up to everything. But I don't enjoy those days. Like I need the structure, I need to feel productive, and I love the ambition. So I think since that is my personality type, I think and hope that I can make all 3 dreams come true, hopefully. We'll see how the months go on. Maybe I'll change my mind. I'll be like, fuck this shit, I need to drop something. But right now I feel like it's really working out well, and I feel happy. I watched this video, God, I forget what it was called. It was like barely relating to what I was looking for. I was looking for some sort of graphic design video, and the video that I ended up watching was like very short, and it was called like the drawing technique or the drawing tip or something that changed my life. And essentially you have too many different focuses, like you focus on this and this and this and this, and you do a little bit one day, and then you do a little bit here the other day, and then the third day you do this. Like you just focus on different tasks every day. For me, that is my desire to turn pro, my studies, and my job, and just like general other life things. Like I enjoy writing, I enjoy vlogging like this is a lot of fun for me. And you know, just like the quality time with my husband and my friends and my family, although my family is in Finland, so pretty far away. They proposed that that was a problem, that you, quote unquote, you lay a million different kinds of bricks every single day, and you just expect to wake up and see a mansion at one point. You should be able to focus on one thing at a time. Like you should draw every single day, draw the same thing every single day, and you'll become great at it. Whereas if you draw it once every 10 weeks, you'll probably be average at best. So this disagrees with me. I do think that you're able to do that. Like I do think you're able to have many interests and many passions. Surely like the person who is focusing solely on one thing is gonna excel faster, but I do think that different things can help you, like different views and different perspectives from other passions can help you drive another forward, if that makes sense. My studies can drive my work forward because I study HTML, and maybe I can crack an HTML error in my work life. I don't know, like that was a shitty example, but you know what I mean. Like they can serve each other as well. Ultimately, that is what I hope to be doing anyway. There's a girl that I follow that sort of does what I do. Like she has many passions, she has a lot of focuses everywhere, and she does it really well. And she recommended this book. I put it in my Amazon cart because I'm gonna buy it soon. I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna read it when I have the time. Okay. Yeah, it's called How to Be Everything, and it is, quote unquote, a guide for those who still don't know what they want to be when they grow up. A modern practical guide for creative people with multiple passions and interests. Does that not sound like what I need? Yes, it does. So I'm gonna buy that book, and I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna circle back, and I'm gonna tell you what I learned, because I believe that we can make this work. Okay, I'm gonna stop blabbing now because time is ticking. It is 13:06, so 1:06 p.m. And I'm gonna get myself another cup of coffee and I'm gonna get cracking on this interaction design assignment. I'm gonna submit it and I'm gonna head to the gym. All right, I feel like I did a decent job. Definitely not done with that assignment yet, but the deadline is not until Monday, so I can finish it on Sunday. I'm a little behind on my food intake today. I'm gonna go ahead and whip something up and just take a little while to relax and unwind. I feel like I can afford an hour of relaxation. I'm also doing laundry at the same time, so it's like barely slacking off. So we got one of these perch things a few weeks or like a month ago. We put it in the kitchen and they love it so much that we got another one that we put in the bedroom. Do you love it, Waffles? Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm doing macros. So I am pretty excited about like becoming like a macro hack expert. Love like high volume foods. So like I would much rather have like a big ass fucking salad than like a chocolate bar, for example, because I just love the act of eating, and I feel like if it's voluminous it fills you up more. So that's where I'm coming from. So I am going to have cream of rice and I'm going to log it into MyFitnessPal. I like to log things before I make them so that if I discover that it leaves me with like 2 calories for the rest of the day, I can take some back, you know what I'm saying? I had to do that for my breakfast, for example. Real super pros will like log their food the day before, or they will eat the same stuff every single day and then just like once they're sick of something or they want something else that day, they can just take it out and see how it adjusts. But I'm still learning, so I like to go with the flow and log as I go because I am just so excited to try everything, you know what I'm saying? 1 cup is like 600 calories, so if I do a little cute thingy, half a cup, well that's a lot of carbs. I don't know. That'll leave me with like very little carbs for the rest of the day. Maybe that's okay, I don't know. Maybe it is okay. And for protein, I want egg white, which I typically do like 200 grams up. Definitely want some peanut butter. So now I calculated what would happen if I had half a cup of cream of rice. Turns out that is quite the load of calories, but I have some catching up to do because this is probably going to be my pre-workout meal, and then by the time I get back from picking up Artie and stuff, I'm like gonna have 1 meal left, so maybe that's okay. Yes, I'm gonna deem it okay. But I'll have blueberries, okay? We'll do 200 grams of blues. Wow, that is a large carb-rich meal, but you don't see any complaining from me. Half a cup Ever since we moved to this new apartment with the shittier kitchen, I found that I far prefer making my oatmeal or cream of rice on the stovetop, because our microwave is like straight trash. So you have to like microwave it for like an absurd amount of time until it like even remotely fluffs up, and forget adding like egg whites or anything. Disastrous. So I've been starting this new little tradition where I just make everything on the stovetop, and I quite like it because you can leave it on there for a bit longer if you use like frozen berries to ensure that it's actually warm. And in the morning it's always like super cold in our apartment, so I like just like cozying up under a blanket and eating straight out of this, and like using it as a lap heater. Don't knock it till you try it. Spilled a little, but it's okay. I'm just gonna measure out 200 grams of the egg whites into that little measuring cup. I'm a fucking mess. Jesus. Can't control myself. Just spill everywhere. I guess the trick is to keep stirring, maybe. To be honest, I'm like pretty much a cream of rice rookie. I was intrigued because I kept seeing it on other like competitors' vlogs and stuff like that, and I was like, hey, if it fits my macros, and it did. So I bought it and I like it. It's very smooth, but I'm just nervous that I'm gonna wreck it, you know? Or make it too crunchy. So I just mixed in my egg whites, and it looks pretty fluffy and nice, you know? So I think we're pretty okay to stop the madness stirring and just dump the bloobs in there and go to town. This is the peanut butter that I am using. It's the best. Put it on the scale and I zero it out, and then I go in with my trusty old spoon here. Whatever I grab from here, it'll be minus that on the scale. So I want to get to minus 32 because that's what I logged. Like a tad. God damn it. Alright, minus 32. So this is my beautifully presented lunch. Cream of rice, egg whites, and bloobs, and peanut butter. I don't know about you guys, but I'm always like super skeptical of myself that I actually turned the oven off, so I have to like check 400 times. Don't even get me started on the other stoves. Like when I first got to the US, I was super scared to like make food because I'd never seen one of those stoves before that has like, oh shit, it had like an actual flame and like gas, and you had to like light it on fire, and then there would just be like a fire, like an open flame in your kitchen. We don't have that in Europe. If I had one of those, I would go loco. Probably always feel like it's on a little bit, and then like, you know, a cat would go in there and they would like stick their paw in and just like burn all the fur off, or worse, whatever would be worse, I don't know. That is one of my what the fuck America moments. But I am going to relax for a little bit, eat my beautifully prepared meal, work on my presentation skills a little bit. When it's all laid out perfectly and like it's aesthetically pleasing, like that really, you know, like culinarily turns me on, if you catch my drift. So yeah, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna watch something, relax for like an hour, and then I'm gonna head to the gym. So this will conclude this vlog, a little bit of this and that, and I'll catch you guys hopefully next week.